What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Keto Playground. I'm going to do things a little bit different tonight. Before we get started, let me just ask you if this is your first time seeing this channel, or if you're just checking in and finding us again, be sure to subscribe, hit that little bell that everyone talks about, and share it if you like whatever I put out. And as always, please join the Keto Playground on Facebook. That's at theketoplayground.com, or my other podcast, the Bobby Dizzle Podcast, which is the logo right here, at bobbydizzle.com. But for today's video, I'm going to do a quick top 5 list of things that keto beginners didn't know were keto friendly. Now, before you holler and call me dumb or anyone else dumb for not knowing these things, just know these are things, items, foods that I didn't know were keto friendly when I first started my journey a few years ago. And I have to assume that I'm not the only person that didn't know. But guess what? After this video, you'll know, and knowing is half the battle. So let's get started. I do have to put out a quick disclaimer before I submit this first item. I am neither a doctor, a dietitian, a nutritionist, or anything in the medical field. I'm just someone with a few years of experience and who has done some research on this subject. I encourage you to do your own research in the keto food and the keto science of ketosis and make your own decisions, of course. Okay, the top 5 things keto beginners don't know are keto friendly. Number 5. We're going to start at 5. Number 5, ranch dressing. Also, honorable mentions in this category, blue cheese and homemade vinaigrette that doesn't have like raspberry or any sugar in it. But ranch dressing, I know. But be careful with this one, folks. Not all ranches are created equal. Here's going to be a shocker, but the kind that they hide in the valley, that's not your friend. Don't look at me like that. You know it's true, and it's like 2 or 3 carbs a serving. And if you get the light crap, it's even worse. That's pure poison. And the serving is like a tablespoon. It's like half a shot glass. And you and I both know you eat half a cup of ranch with every meal. Now, when it comes to ranch dressing, homemade ranch is the mountaintop. Mayo, sour cream, buttermilk, some spices. I like to add some hot stuff to it. You can bathe in that stuff. Guilt-free, baby. But if you must have store-bought, check the refrigerator section over where they keep the bags of salad. The brand I go for is called Marzetti. You've seen it. They just started putting out a squeeze bottle of this, so that's the go-to ranch we use now when we don't have homemade. And that ranch is about 1 carb a serving, and a serving is bigger. I think a serving is bigger than the Hidden Valley stuff. I think a serving is bigger than the kind that they hide in the valley. I don't know. Either way, I've never gone wrong with the Marzetti stuff or the homemade stuff. But stay away from the, you know what kind to stay away from. Now on to number 4, pork rinds. Chicharrones. These bad boys can do no wrong. You'll want to be careful with the wildly flavored ones. Some of them get a little sweet, especially at county fairs and a specialty. But most of the ones that you'll see in a gas station are they're really hot. They might have some hot sauce on them, and it might be up to about 4 carbs a serving, or 4 carbs a bag. I'd have to check it out. But most of the ones that you get in the store are okay. It's from what I've seen, it's the county fair versions that get a little askew. But plain or just hot pork rinds are game on. Plus, you can use them as panko breadcrumbs, and you can use them as a substitute for panko breadcrumbs. Just crush them up, and when you do the egg wash, instead of breadcrumbs, which aren't keto friendly, put them in pork rinds and then pan fry. Because pan fry without bread is also keto friendly, and you'll love it. A pork rind dip fried chicken finger is a delicacy. Lastly, in the pork rind category, be sure to subscribe to this channel because those recipes are coming. We've got the air fryer ready to go for some pork rind fried food coming soon. Kind of want to try catfish. I've never gotten that catfish part right, but I'm sure it's delicious. Number 3. You better sit down for this one, folks. Dark chocolate. Yes, chocolate. Dark. Disclaimer, don't go out and get Hershey's Kisses dark. Don't get a dark Snickers bar or anything else offered in dark, or even dark Oreos. You want the kind that's 95% or up, preferably 98% pure cocoa. It hits the spot sometimes. There's a ton of snack recipes you can use to melt the cocoa onto the things like almonds or different keto-friendly snacks, nuts. Most of the time it's nuts because it's just crunch. You grab a little piece and eat it. That are about 1 or 2 carbs a piece for a chunk. That's big, a quick snack before bed. What have you. And of course, those recipes are coming up as well. Some of those are really awesome. I've tried them before. Just be sure to subscribe because those recipes. Be sure to subscribe because those recipes are coming up. Thanks. If I mentioned subscribe, please. Number 2, and this one was really fun my first year on keto. About developed a problem. Wink, wink. Whiskey and bourbon. You'll want to drink these straight on the rocks with water or with an unsweet tea. No artificial sweeteners. I guess you can do artificial sweeteners, but I don't recommend any kind of fake sugar if you can keep from it while in ketosis. There are tons of scientific reasons why We don't have time today. Just know that. But my keto drink of choice is 6 shots of bourbon. I put it in a 24 or 30 ounce tumbler, fill that full of ice, and fill the rest full of unsweet tea and put a long straw in it. And just drink on that for a little while. It hits the spot, really does the job. Please drink responsibly, and please drink plenty of water while consuming alcohol on keto, because it drains you more than drinking alcohol usually drains you. I'd also like to encourage you to do your own research as to why whiskey and bourbon, and there's some other alcoholic drinks, are keto friendly and how that science works. It's pretty interesting. Like I said, I don't have time today to go into it. It gets real sciencey, but check it out. It's interesting. You'll enjoy it. And you can probably find some other stuff to fit that sort of category that's keto friendly as well. That's with the sugar alcohols and things that you'll see. That's another world that I'm still kind of scared of all these years later. And the number one thing the keto beginners don't know are keto friendly: chicken wings. That's right. Hot wings, buffalo wings. You got it. Chicken wings, baby. Mind you, they can't be battered, and only usually hot or buffalo sauce is allowed. But nonetheless, I run through dozens of these a month. Most of the time, we go out once a week for wings. And when I heard these were acceptable back in the day, back when I was just a fledgling in the ketosis world, these were a game changer for me. I should also add that adding a good ranch dressing with a keto-friendly chicken wing is a very good combination. I'm hoping you gathered that up already, but just in case you haven't, ranch, blue cheese, and chicken wings. I'm pretty sure I'm not the first person to tell you about that one, though. It's not exactly a hidden treasure. And that is it. That's the top 5 things keto beginners didn't know were keto. There's a lot more gems, a lot more gold out there in the keto world, but these stuck out to me when I started brainstorming this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. And have a good day, folks. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join the Keto Playground on Facebook at theketoplayground.com and my podcast at bobbydizzle.com. Peace. See you next time in a couple of days.